Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Dogfacebark, and today I'm going to play Smalland Survive the Wilds. It's a real fun game. I've been playing it on a multiplayer live stream with Glenn Bixley on Thursday night, United States. It's Eastern time. We start around 4:30. So if you like the game, maybe you can come over and watch us a little bit. We just kind of run around, die a lot, have fun. Um, Once in a while, we get Error joins us, and that's always a real fun treat. We don't die as much when he's around because he takes care of us. But you can come over and leave a comment, leave a like, and I will leave a link to Glenn's channel down in the description below. So come on over and join us on Thursday night, US, around 4:30 Eastern. I am going to start a new character. Confirm. And then we'll do a new world. Just call this one Alone, since we're going to be alone and I usually play with other people. Now, you do get a whole lot of things you can do online. Now, these settings tend to default back every time you have to get into this, and I think the password stays, but you have to come in here and tell it you want it to be private so that your friends can play with you. Cool part of this game is once you have a character and you've claimed a tree and you've built, you can move everything to a friend's server and have everything that you had before, and then when you want to play by yourself, you can take it all and put it back, and then you can move from tree to tree in the different games. But kind of cool. Once you get used to it, you have the ability to just kind of move around to friends and with friends and whatever, play by yourself to level up if you want. I think the day cycle and season, I think we'll keep inventory on death because I do die a lot and end up just having to. Our creature health. I think I had that changed, so let's leave it at 100. I think I did turn that down, and I turned down fall damage just a tiny whisker because for some reason, oh, there we go. I'll turn it back up a little, but I turned it down a little wee bit because fall damage gets insane. All right, now we'll start. You start in a starting area just to be able to learn a little bit before you get out into the world. Our queen is ill, gravely ill. This is why, as your king, I am asking for your help. Venture into the overland and seek out a cure. Whatever the cost, be bold, be brave, remain vigilant. So our king is having a problem. All right. A lot of this game is like you start out in third person. You can push Z, as some of you call it, and get into first person, but you can talk to these guys by pushing F on them. This guy has to meet with all the vanguards before they leave the burrows. He has crucial info. Keep an eye on trained owl effigies. They are scattered throughout the area and provide useful hints. See, this is all just stuff that tells you. Outside, you'll find Captain Earn. He will help you in your first days outside of the burrows. Thank you. We'll just move along. See, this is one of the owl effigies. So we push F on it and he tells us things. And you can read all that nonsense. Now these things are trees. If you push F, it just kind of pops it and then you have to like click on it. If you press and hold F, it will pick it up and throw it in your inventory. These things are your sprouts. Now if you push V, as in victory, it will show you the things that you can interact with. And as near as we can tell, it doesn't really run out once you get used to what is usable. The resin you need, and then you unlock various things as you gather. Once you start another owl effigy, and then you just read this stuff when you're first starting out. Tells you how to get into various things and do various things. And another one. There's quite a few of them early on. Nobody wants to hear me try to read through this stuff, so if you want to read it, you can pause it and read it yourself. Some of the places you can't really get into. More of these sprouts. The burrows. If you just press and hold. Sometimes you press and hold and it doesn't, like that. It didn't exactly just put it, so you kind of have to keep an eye on that. But pressing F and holding will usually. Alright, this guy. Sentinel Ben. Food at the root barracks has become pretty stale lately. Luckily, my sister brought me some fresh insect eggs. Yeah, see, those are the insect eggs. Talk to this guy. My wife can make a mean pixie omelet. Apparently with the eggs. We're gonna steal their eggs. Alright, this guy. We need a builder's hammer. Mold is everywhere. He's just like cleaning up the mold. In these starting areas, it's cool to look around. And like I said, push the V as in victory and it makes the stuff stand out. Make sure to search out these owl effigies for useful information. See, and they already told us that. Now there's a whole bunch of eggs, but we can't interact with any of this stuff. There is something over here. The resin kind of comes in handy. Good luck in the overland, Vanguard. Keep your wits about you and stay frosty. I hope I don't freeze. Don't want to be frosty. May the sacred owl be with you. A little bit of worthless information. Yeah, we've heard about the queen. Yeah, there's all kinds of nasty things outside waiting to kill us. It would not be a survival game if there were not nasty things waiting to kill us. There's got to be nasty things waiting to kill us, things to build, things to try to die for. He's on night watch. Captain Hearn, we want to go introduce ourselves. We will gather as much stuff as we can. You do kind of need to sleep every now and then in this game. And your stamina is a bit problematic, as is your strength. There is some things up here. There's more stuff. You can miss this stuff so easy, and it's kind of important to grab as much garbage as you can, because you need it. And right out the gate, you do not have a ton of issues. Push M to open up the map. Your map. You do see lots of things. You can click. See, this is where we started. You can click on these guys, and it'll put a little marker on your HUD. So that's kind of cool, but don't really need to yet. I do notice I have a little wee bit of a problem with this game because you're clicking the keys back and forth so much. Open the crafting menu with G. Because this is the stuff that once you have a certain amount of things, let's build a hammer. Let's build a wood hatchet. Build a wood club. And let's make a torch. Now, once you make those things, you put them up here, and that will give you hotkeys for those things. Now, the drawback is it doesn't take it out of here and move it up here. So, you know, you don't have... And we start with the bandage and a club, so we really didn't have to make a club. Wait. Control, left click, and we drop things. We're gonna drop our clothes, because we will need our clothes, but... The mushroom steaks are good food. Alright, see, and then we unlocked a lot of things. Now, we will need more stuff in order to talk to this guy and get him to make us, because we are now without clothes. And hopefully this guy can make us some armor. We might have to go back and get our clothes if we can't get enough fiber. Uh, and then if you look, the little glowy eyes, they go away once you've talked to that owl. Okay. Let's see if we can get this guy to make us something. What can I do for you? Can I ask you some questions? It's not bad to go through all these. Let's get him. We're gonna ask him. It's not a bad idea. There's C brings you down the list. I'm not sure, you have to ask him first and then... Alright, we don't have enough materials. Can we make that one? No. We need lots and lots of fiber. So we will make fiber and then come back. Steal his berries for food. Another owl that got glowing eyes. More about nutrition and berries and blah blah blah. Alright. Let's get more of this stuff and then go back up and ask him. Another glowy-eyed guy, he's gonna tell us about the water. And because we have, you can just come down here and grab that garbage before you talk to the Hern guy. We are kind of in a little bit of a safe zone until we... Okay. Not sure where it starts to give you issues, but at some point the ants will come and try to kill you. Alright, let's go back up the hill. We should have enough. You can wait till you get a workbench and make this stuff for yourself once you talk to the old Hern guy here, but... Okay, we want to go down to crafting. Let's see, we have added bridges, so we want that, and we want that. And now we shall... You just right click to use things. And now we're all padded up armor. Some people, like in early game, there's the light armor and the padded armor. I think the padded armor gives you a bit more cold weather protection. There are stats. I'm not a stats person, so I tend to not get into that stuff too much. You can run around forever, but it's getting dark out and we're going to... There is creatures in the dark. What are you doing in this overgrown cave? He's been waiting on us. The jeweled clover key that unlocks the apothecary's chest has gone missing. I fear that it may have been stolen. We're here to help find out some other means of opening the chest. Who is the apothecary? What's in the chest? See, only the king and him are allowed entry, and it's like, and so someone stole the key, and now they can't get this elixir of life stuff out to cure the queen. Now, one would kind of wonder, does this guy got something against the queen, or does... Yeah, we can't force the chest. Or did the king do something? You know, what's their relationship like? I guess that's what I would like to know. Yeah, see, they're unusually agitated. Okay, we're gonna leave now. And we are going to go... We can't use any of this guy's fancy stuff, but we can still a few of his... Like I said, later you will have to worry a little bit about overfilling your inventory, but early on... And this is the walnut chest, and it's where the... Now let's try to open it. No, it won't budge. Damn. Wait. Damn in the cavity. Nothing happens. Okay. We kind of already knew, because, you know, the queen is dying. And if we got into there quite so easily without the key, we probably would have just won the game. So, you know. That'd be a little weird, you know. Oh yeah, you ran down a hill, talked to an old guy, messed with the chest a little bit, cured the queen, boom, game's over. Alright. Now let's get our club out, because... Alright, we gotta level up. That's cool. You can actually repair your tools without anything if you do it before they get too low. See, like that. You just have to keep pushing. Press and hold F while you're cutting, and it automatically goes into your inventory. If you don't, you'll cut it, and it falls on the ground, and then you have to press F on it and get the stuff back out. Alright, the weather. And yes, weather is a problem. And you have to have the right clothes and a nice house, or you will die. Now, these are the kind of trees, if they have these things going up them, you can literally just climb up the first tree you find. You have to figure out the little path, climb up these mushrooms. I think basically once you go down there is when things start to come out to get you. Yep. And you can grab their parts. Which I'm not seeing. And I got ripped off with those ants. We only got one ant head. the butterflies tend to, as of right now, not hurt you. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is go in the water. Your little dude cannot swim at all. Alright, we got more ants incoming. Some of the ants tend to just walk right past you and leave you alone, and some attack you on sight, so... most of the time, the little ladybugs are passive. They will not mess with you. You can build a little backpack thing and have one follow you around later. See, now this, you need a different kind of hatchet. I don't think our hatchet, because we have a wooden hatchet, and I don't think you can... yeah. You have to have a different kind of hatchet, and then you can cut on that. Now, like I said, stay out of the water. Deep water will kill you really, really quickly. How do we get up there? Once you figure it out, little dude. Let's see. Oh, here's some. Now, the grasshoppers do not try to kill you until you try to kill them. But there are some nighttime grasshoppers that will kill you dead. And then down here, sometimes you'll find some iron, some screws, and see the bottle cap. We can press and hold F and gather it. You can just spend all day running around grabbing things. Here's the owl effigy for this thing. Bows. Telling you about how to use the bow. See, I didn't get some of that. And some of it you can't get, so you probably get that if you mess around, but at this point I want to grab, if we run up this little ramp, you know, you gotta run up here simply because there is an owl, a giant owl. So they worship this, decorations are crafted in their honor, and then they bring up their food. The bug lymph is food, and we are going to, you know, we're on a mission to help the queen. So I believe that it's okay if we steal the sacrifices to the deity. I wonder if you can... Yeah, took a ton of damage. So, let us use a bandage. And let's also eat some of our steak, because if you have your health up real high, you will automatically get your health up. Yeah, see, that's the thing about repairing. And then see, they try to entice you. I'm not gonna drown this early. So, let's go ahead. See, here's some screws. Those come in handy, not exactly right now, but... And they will... Things seem like they regen relatively quick in this game. Some things more so than others. So... It's not bad to take some of that stuff even though you don't need it for a little bit. Alright. And we got another level up. There's another owl. See, you can repair before it gets too damaged for free in the workbench. So, and you can just place workbenches in the world. So if you have enough of the right stuff. I think the worker ants don't really attack you, but the more army ant guys do. We're gonna get a storm. The first time you climb the tree, you have to climb the tree. And you can really climb any of these trees. Like, you can talk to this guy and he's like, you want to claim your encampment. So, but he's going to tell you have to climb to the top of the tree and go up there in order to find. So, let's figure out how to do that without falling and killing ourselves. This is one of those things where you gotta figure out the puzzle. And if we don't hurry, we're just going to end up dying. I think we need to get over there. See, we took a little damage, I think, even there. Starting to get a storm, and storms are horrible. We can die and end up right back at the beginning. I'm not sure if the game does that on purpose. When you find a tree and start to climb it, or if it's a timing thing. Like it wants to kill you. Just so you can be like, yeah, I killed you. Oh, crap. Oh. enough time. Oh, my guy won't jump. Let's see. Crap. We have got to figure out how to jump up here. There we go. Just gotta get the timing right. And I'm not that good at it. Where are we gonna go now? Do we have to jump down here? Yeah, maybe. And then run up around here. This is going to hopefully get us up here so we can claim our tree. You ever find yourself jumping to help your little guy? Like somehow, if you jump, he will jump better. Keep working our way around. Maybe the storm is passing. That would be nice. Because when the storm comes, if you... certain storms, if you're out in the storm, you take a lot of damage and get super cold real quick. And of course, that will kill you. Crap. I probably went the wrong way. But like I said, there is more than one way to get up these trees. And I know there's usually an easy way. We're almost there. See, you can see the balloon. And I know there's always a much easier way. There we go. And once we are up here, we can be like, talk to this guy, and now we want to claim the tree. And then whenever you're playing with other people, you can say, I want to make my tree encampment public. And then now you don't have to climb the tree every time. You can just talk to this guy. He's your tree butler. And you can tell him to take you down to root level. And then when he's down there, and you can talk to the owl guy if you die and you need to call it back up. I'll show you that in a little bit because I will die. Let's see if we ask him something. See if you just make it public. See if it's private. Then other people can't mess with it. You can take all of your stuff. All you have to do is go up another tree. You can just, like, basically, you can talk to the owl at the bottom of a tree, and I guess it's not the little elf guy that's at the bottom of the tree. He's a garden gnome, I guess. But the little elf dude we can talk to. Now, if we have our hammer in our hand, we can make some foundations. And you left click, and then it will lock. And for right now, and nothing really bothers you when you're up your tree. Now, while we are here, now that is letting me turn it. I would rather be like, yeah. Alright. See, we can coal part C on those with our hammer in our hand. And see, it's just dropping everything. And we get it all back. As we are getting dark, and we've got to put down our bed before a storm comes and kills us, and we have to start all the way back up there again. Now, if you do, you don't have to climb the tree still. It can be a little bit weird to make the things, when they glow, you're kind of linked onto it. Alright, let's go. Wait. Not used to the... Go into interactive, and we can make a bed. And it really doesn't matter where we put it. We'll press F to activate spawn point. F to use, but no... We need shelter to sleep. Now in this game, there are two things. And you can build... Go ahead and pull this out. That's the cool part. You can have your torch in your hand and have... You can either have the logs inside or outside, and then the smooth side. And you can turn with your mouse wheel. We need... You can either make the slopey roofs or the straight roofs. But I think only these swoop type roofs have the chimney. This doesn't, which I don't know that the chimney even matters, but... And as you, like when you get some wood pieces and stuff, you get more and more parts and pieces. So it does allow you to build more stuff. Now I think these are where you get a little bit weird. That's the little swoopy part. Okay. And then I think I might. I don't know if there's a thing about how long the thing stays. Let's put a chimney piece. Yeah, see, that piece is not snapped quite right. And then put that back. I think that is better. Yeah, see, it looks pretty good now. You just have to get them lined up right, and then boom, they're there. And we got our little chimney, which technically does not matter, but and you can't even see it in here, but whoops, don't beat up our thing. Let's see. Interactive. Can we build a fire? Yes. Probably shouldn't have a window right where our fire is, but, you know, help with the draft, let's say. Alright. Now, let us... I do like to right inside my door. Build my workbench. And then we have a stone cutter. Can we build the stone cutter yet? We need stone. How do we get stone? We gotta build a pick. And build a wood sword. Wood swords. We can do the crude hatchet once we get the chitin, whatever you call it. We can do a simple bow. And then we have to get some ant mandibles in order to do that. So, let's make a simple bow. And then let's make a wood sword. Now, you can't... See, if you go into repair, the stuff that's not very damaged, you don't need anything to repair. Fire. We can make some ant skewers because we have ant heads. And we can make mushroom steaks because they are good food. Now we can just go into our G menu with the stuff and make a new one. Can we go to bed yet? No. You need to be sheltered. So let's go ahead and put You can't sleep at this time of day, so now we're good. Okay, now let us interactive. Let's go ahead. I think the large ones you can actually stack. These ones I think you would have to put down the floor. Now, next to our fire, press F to use. Right click and we can put all that in. We only have 1 wood left and a little bit of fiber, so we will do wood in the first one, fiber in the second one, and for now we're gonna put all of the resin, that stuff. I do want to take, well, we'll get enough resin down at the bottom, we don't really gotta worry. And before long our thing is going to die. We've got to go get more materials to continue building. Before we quit, I do want to take me down to root level, please, and you'll see we can just fly right down. And you can look around. You can fall off the top of your tree, but you really can't fall out of this thing. It doesn't seem. Torch is badly damaged. Now, if we go into our map, you can see we do have a home. And now our home shows on our map, on our HUD, like up at the top, by clicking on that. And we'll get some heads and some bug lymph, which bug lymph is good for eating. I gotta find more wood so we can build more. This game is very addictive. A lot of people compare it to Grounded. I played a little bit of Grounded. This game, I think, has, for me, a lot more in it than what Grounded does. Uh-oh. That was not good. The spider was not something we wanted to attack, apparently. There are different weapons that make different things. Now you can see our balloon is not here. So what we have to do is go over to our gnome. I like to call him Owl because I think he's an elf, but everyone, oh, he's a garden gnome. So we call the hot airlift and push leave, and then now you gotta watch because you can jump off of here and you will die. If we fill up our food, we will start to gain health. And we do have, if you push the tab and get over here where your stats are, if you push attributes, see, we have 6 points because we're on level 3. Now what I tend to do, intelligence, I don't know how great it does. You get better weapons later on, but for early, I kind of like the stamina, get the endurance up, and then the speed. And then see, we're out of points. We got 3 in there and 3 in there. Now if we just quit out of this, it gives us our points back, and you can minus it while you're here and whatever. But once you click apply, then you have to go talk to, I think you can maybe talk to one of these guys, or no, there's one of the owls or something you can talk to and get, you can actually say, I want to reinvest my points. And see, we want to redo all our armor and all our stuff. But I don't know. That's a decent start. We died. We do have to put a roof up over this because if the weather comes, it will. And then basically in here, under building, these are leaf roofs that are flat, so you can like snap them up there. But right now wait, maybe it's just fiber. Yeah, it's gonna actually let us build those. So we may as well. Insufficient materials. Now, there are certain things though, like certain weapons do better, like a club weapon. And when you're in this menu and there's creatures around, it will tell you what takes, which weapon takes the best damage. We can actually, let's see, we have some of this. So I am going to just cause it will let us. We can finish that. Okay. Now Q will let you wave and do things. Brings up the map. Alright. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Let's make a couple more ant skewers because you can never have enough food. But I think that's a decent start. Kind of showed a little of the basics in the beginning, how to get started. Only don't fight anything but the ants until you get enough of the right kind of equipment. Next, I do want to go out and get some of there's another ant that you want to kill. He's like one of the big red ants, and that will give us ant mandibles, and then we can make that pick. The game does go pretty quick, and it's fun, it's easy to play. You can play with friends friends make it a lot more fun. But we have our treat and we have our start of our house and we can not sleep at this time of day. I don't know if there's a place that shows you what time of day it is, because you would think in here somewhere. But, like, there's no time. See, we have our well sheltered, which is also down the bottom. You're comfortable. But and then there's a little, if you look in the bottom left, there's that little house thing because we're inside. And if we go outside, it goes away. Down there on the left. So, and I think as long as you have that little green thing, it means that your health is going up because you're full enough. So that's kind of cool. And then we'll build some more. Get some more things. More chests and more of other stuff. But that's going to do it for this one. I think we have a decent start. One death already because we started messing with something we shouldn't have. But I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.